Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Williamson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
He's going for the big play. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race. And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Canes in the hurry-up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish doing it.
Yeah, and be a little bit less... especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm, find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success, then you go attack deep later on.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You've got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like it was in that last one.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
QB's got to pick and choose those spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last drive, nothing really doing. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Got it on the outside, it's Thompson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Kane. Moves away as he feels pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down goes and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of players see it run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure they make those big touchdowns.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black side inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up 14 over Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. I want to know what Spurs are sending you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Looking down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decisions.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. He's loose at the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, USC 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Kane. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Hurricane!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great throwing interference, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, he's going to kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these defensive tackles just eat deep. They swallow human beings when you get near. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs come, they just need a minute. They put 1 minute on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The quick out. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run play action. He lets one fly deep. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You're wearing your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out. You have no shot to get back in this game.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Running back searching for a hole. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. See if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with a run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Scanning the field, it's Kane. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
DB's right up on the receiver. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half with those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of it.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
To the air, it's Kane. Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Miami! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also this anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception of this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to an open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Boy, they allow sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone. He was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Temple. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Extending the play. Takes the easy completion.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hands.
Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm gonna play 4 down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Miami.
Final play of the quarter coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Miami 21, USC 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. It's a reverse. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this offense has got it all, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on tears, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter. There's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll run it to the right side. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The Hurricanes want to move quickly.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Canes will keep this drive going.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
dating in 20 as a business as a business. Yeah, I want to get this before it goes away again, but like you can see the blue, the brown, the green. Like I don't have one eye color. So when you ask me what my eye color is, I don't know. It depends. It depends. It changes. You know, so Alex is so. Want to know how to reduce? One. Where's Kieran?
Getting ready, and then I'm going to try on my 3 outfits. Again, we got to pick which one y'all like. Yeah, okay, King. You haven't had me. I mean, maybe. That's funny because I had slippers sitting out too because I thought I was going to wear them. Huh. Alright. Let's try on the outfits. One more time. Y'all tell me which one y'all like. 1, 2, or 3. Don't make it so hard for me. Please. Don't make it any harder for me. Hold on. Get away. We are. Let me know. Maybe I'm just gonna go out for a little bit. Not nothing special, I mean. You know, my friend, I tried this guy somewhere. He could end up being like he tells me. You never know. I could run into like he tells me. I need to, like, I thought. Two? That's cute, I like that. I used to live in Georgia, but I used to live in Baker County, Newton. Stupid place. God, just let me know. Take out in here, we can see a little bit better. Got like dim, not like that. And oh, that's the way it's supposed to do it down. Look at that shit. So happy, nice, so lonely. Of course, my hair goes down. Take my ass. What is that? Okay. There's a solid line on there. You know what? I was thinking that one too anyway. Comfy. It's just like setting. Come on. Wake up, it's on sleep though. Alright, let's go. Let's put this hair down. So what we got? What up? There be gonna do the dress.
Well, don't leave no shit too. Let's just go. this is I leave him.
He said you might know.
Like, Gucci was on his top. I remember one time, I saw Gucci, man, we was in New York somewhere. This was way back. This was probably about '07, '06. And then I told him I had flew up there, and I asked him how he got up there. He said he drove all the way. He said I couldn't get the cook on the plane, boo. You know, I asked Gucci, man, okay. That nigga drove all the way to New York, strapped down. Like, Gucci was on his top. I remember one time, I saw Gucci, man, we was in New York somewhere. This was way back. This was probably about '07, '06. And then I told him I had flew up there, and I asked him how he got up there. He said he drove all the way. He said I couldn't get the cook on the plane, boo. You know, I asked Gucci, man, okay. That nigga drove all the way to New York, strapped down. Like, Gucci was on his top.